Hey guys and gals, Mr. Know-It-All here, and we are going to give you the best mixture and method to clean your grout. When it looks like that right there, horrible. All you have to do is follow this video to make it look like this. Beautiful white. Now, many of you have darker grout, I'm sure. This works on that as well. Just follow the video and you can get it to look just like this. Alright, here's the mixture. And the cool part about this is you don't have to do a lot of scrubbing. This mixture will do the work for you. Equal parts of a quarter cup. 1/4 cup baking soda. 1/4 cup of white vinegar. And you want to pour this in slow because it foams up pretty good. And 1/4 cup of hydrogen peroxide. Then you get yourself an old toothbrush, mix it around, then follow me. Okay, hopefully you understand this part of it. You do not have to have a steamer. You may have to scrub a little bit more than normal, but the steamer definitely does help. And I suggest if you don't use the steamer, make sure you do the peroxide treatment at the end of the video, for sure. Julio, tell everybody where all the tools are located.
Buscar en el show más de la descripción del video para todas las herramientas.
Thank you, Julio Cesar Chavez Rodriguez Jorge Johnson Thompson. Alright, so here's the deal. While this is warming up, and you can see the gauge right there, you want to get it so it's in the green. You want to put the wand in a sink or a bucket because it'll steam out as it's releasing its energy after you turn it off. So while that's warming up, and it'll take about 15 minutes to get up into the green. The higher into the green you can go, the hotter the water is, or the steam. Until then, and while we're waiting, we're going to do this. You'll need an old bath towel or an old towel. And as I said, you do not have to scrub hardly at all. And you just mix it up enough like this. Get some of the baking soda on the toothbrush. It's at the bottom. And we'll start up here in the front. We just soak down the grout. And let the mixture do the job. And your grout will be as clean as it's possibly ever going to be. So I'm soaking it down good. The problem with grout is it's so porous that the dirt gets down in and underneath the grout itself, the particles of grout. Alright, so that's soaked down good, and the mixture is going to work. And you can scrub on it a little bit if you want, you don't have to. But the steam cleaner and this mixture work hand in hand. So we'll let that set, and we'll be back to make it snow white. Alright, you can see I have the wand in the sink as it's heating up. Here's the temperature that it's at right now. And that's like perfect. Right in the middle, somewhere in the middle. Alright, here's the dial where you can get a lot of steam. You turn it one way or a little steam. Very simple, and you can see it steaming right there. So we're going to start right there. It already is starting to turn white. And we're using the little scrub brush on the bottom. Now we got too much steam, so back it off. There we go. And you just move it back and forth slow. Like I said, you don't have to scrub real hard. If it's really soiled, you can take the edge of the brush right here and put it down in the grout and scrub back and forth like that. Doesn't take very long. Not much can hold up to steam. Hold it as flat as you can so the steam really gets into the grout. Let the steam and the mixture do the job. You can go slow and do less passes, or you can do more, move it back and forth more if you want. Faster. Alright, now here's another key to this whole thing. After you do that, let it set for about 15 minutes. Alright, so when we're done with the steamer, all you do is crack this about 3/4 of a turn and let it vent out of there. Now you can see that the pressure is off, and we had the wand up in the sink while we did that. Alright, so we let it set for about 15 minutes or so. We're going to dry this up. We've already wiped it up. Now this is the last thing you do. You take your straight peroxide and you just run it right down the joint. It's like that. That's simple. Let that set for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Come back, mop it up, let it dry, and it'll be crystal white. Alright, this is the final of the final. We're going to mop up the straight peroxide. Been about 15-20 minutes. Now I'm going to hit it with a hairdryer to speed up the drying process just for the video. Alright, you see where the hairdryer was hitting it? You see how much whiter it is now? It's beautifully clean. And that's what you're looking for. And when you soak the peroxide on there at the last step, by morning, if you don't have to use a hairdryer. I just did it for the video. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And by morning, this stuff will be just sparkling white. This is nothing. It'll end up looking like this right here. And as we always say, Mr. Know-It-All, out.